Ryan.
And I'm Miles Gray, and together we are
The Daily Zeitgeist. Nailed it. And we're so excited to welcome you to our special event here in iHeartland. The weather, so lovely here.
So beautiful.
Psyched to be here. Big thanks to our partner, State Farm, for helping bring iHeartland to life.
And in our podcast, we sort through events and stories, driving the headlines and stuff that's happening in the news, and try and make it easier for people to understand, while also, make it fun to listen to, have a couple laughs along the way. So
yes,
let's get into our topic today,
which is generation gaps.
Yes.
Do people know what that is? Do people still talk about that?
Well, it's one of those things, right? We always hear it, maybe not specifically the topic of generation gaps, but there are so many things, like when people say kids are lazy these days, they just want to be on their computer games and their social media phones and things like that.
Youngs. Youngs out there. Have you ever heard that before?
But that's where
there's something wrong with your generation?
Right. That's where I think we really see the sort of difference in generations kind of crop up in our day-to-day life. That's where we hear about it, and that's where it's usually expressed in those kinds of sentiments.
And we heard the same thing. We're a little bit old. I'm 43 years young.
Well, I'm way younger. I'm 39, y'all. So,
so basically, Miles just turned his hat around backwards.
Yep.
But, back many decades ago when I was a kid, I was hearing the same thing. I'm sure you were hearing the same thing.
Oh, yeah. Why are you playing video games all the time? Was always what my mom was saying. Or all you want to do is read comics and listen to your Walkman.
Yes. And it all kind of comes down to this idea that kids now, that they just want the instant gratification. They've got no patience. Their hobbies and habits are less serious than the ones that we engaged in.
Right.
And it's all wrong. First of all, it's all been happening forever. I just want to read. I want to read this quote. I want to read this quote to you. It is from the magazine Scientific American. I think that's still in existence. And they're commenting on these youths today, and they say, a pernicious excitement to learn and play chess has spread all over the country, and numerous clubs for practicing this game have been formed in cities and villages. Chess is a mere amusement of a very inferior character, which robs the mind of valuable time that might be devoted to nobler acquirements. That's not a way we use that word anymore. But that is from 1858, July 1858. You probably recognize it. You're probably familiar with the July 1858 edition of Scientific American.
Oh, absolutely. I have it on my wall.
Yeah.